He put out that controversial column piece in December last year about Meghan Markle, well, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan, talking about how he spoke of his desire for her to parade the streets naked and for excrement to be thrown at her. It was based off a Game of Thrones scenes, but Ipso, who is the independent press standards organisation, has said that they have now said that column was deemed sexist, because that column received over 25,000 complaints. So for The Sun now, they have to publish the findings on their website, and where Jeremy's column would usually be now, they have to put all the findings up there. They said it wasn't, they haven't found it guilty of being racist against Meghan, but they said when it comes to sexism, it's definitely incited some sexism towards the Duchess. Oh. Jeremy did apologise about it when he said he was in error of writing such a piece about that. But I think it's quite... This is the first time Ipso's ever, held up a sexism complaint. But I think as a journalist, and if you have a column now, it's quite interesting because then you think to yourself, it's opened a can of worms, and potentially in the future, different columnists, if they're writing about Meghan now, they do have to be a bit careful. Yeah,
it's a funny one. I thought what he said was very distasteful.
Yeah,
actually.
It was nasty, but it was very Jeremy Clarkson.
But it wasn't. I don't think it was sexist.
I think Jeremy Clarkson has made a lot of sexist comments over the years. But I think what was interesting about this story, he was actually with the Camilla the day before he wrote this column, so that's why it didn't really look good on the Queen after this column came out, because he was just rubbing shoulders with her. So I don't know what kind of conversation he was having with the Queen about Meghan, but hey, I'll keep my mouth.
Yes, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, no, I just think, Jeremy Clarkson's Jeremy Clarkson. And
are you a fan of Clarkson?
Well, I never have been until his farming series. Oh. Have you watched it?
No, I've heard about it, though.
Yeah, and have you watched it?
No,
What's it called?
Diddly squat.
It's called Jeremy Clarkson's Farm. It's Clarkson's Farm, and it is utterly brilliant.
What makes it so good?
Because you just go through the travails. He sets himself a task of wanting to farm. He's got this enormous farm. Yeah. And until recently, he had farming managers to do it for him. And then I think his farming manager left after a long time, and he thought, I'll try it myself. I'll try running a farm myself for a year. And it was a Netflix documentary. Crew followed every cough and spit of it. And it's heartbreaking at times. He gets upset at times. He's desperately trying to make a profit. He's growing grain, he's buying cows, he's buying sheep that do all sorts of extraordinary things.
Oxfordshire, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just up the road from where I live, actually. And then he tries to... he thinks, we've got all this meat, why don't I start a restaurant and a farm shop? And then he gets the planning council up against him. And at the end of the first year, this isn't giving away anything except it's this heartbreaking moment, guess how much money he has made at the end of the first year? Because obviously he's trying to run a profit.
Maybe about 100,000?
£117.
OK, now.
Right.
And you've been through a year of heartbreak with him.
Plus whatever Netflix has paid.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm saying it's about the running of the farm.
Yeah. He's broke even.
It gives you an insight into farming that I have never...
He's broke even, though, yeah?
He broke even, but he broke his heart many times, he broke his back many times. He bought a ridiculous tractor. It's such fun, I
can see Aidan having a farm one day.
Oh, yeah.